to my channel. Welcome back to Grow Plants Grow. It's been such a long time, but I've been busy with school and I just had a lot going on. Oops, I dropped the basket. But today in this video, I'll be actually harvesting a lot of my peppers. It won't be the bell peppers, but it will be the cayenne and the jalapenos over there that I just seen. But I will be showing you guys an update on updates on the other peppers. It's just been a lot, but my plants have grown a lot within the time of me being busy. But I promise I'm gonna do better. I know I'm kind of all over the place, but yeah, let's get into it. I guess I will show you what they look like first before I harvest. Okay, so this is my cayenne pepper plant. I have a lot of cayennes that have actually turned red on this plant, and we also have some smaller ones down below that are actually growing. I replaced this tomato plant because it actually died, and I replaced it with bok choy because my mom loves bok choy. And so here, I know the leaves have been wilting because it's been really hot lately. But yeah, here's a lot of my jalapeno peppers. Remember the ones that I thought initially were bell pepper? Yeah, I have a lot of them growing. Like when I say a lot, I mean a lot. I mean, you would actually have to look under or over. Oh, sorry, focus. But yeah, we have a lot here. And so far as to my bell peppers, they've been doing okay. This one I had actually changed it out with a tomato stand because, I mean, they're just getting so big that the plant wasn't able to support itself. So I have 2, okay, 3, 4, 5, and yeah, I think I have 5 on this one. So this is the big plant that I was really worried about. I actually had to stake it. I didn't want to remove it out of this mini stand because then it would drop all my bell peppers. The capsicum, you know. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's more than 8. It's about 15 on the plant. I've already counted it, but yeah, that's how it's looking on this plant. But we will not be harvesting the bell peppers today because they're not ready yet. But this is my mom's sweet pepper, and it's actually grown tremendously, and I had to repot it because of this. But yeah, let's get into the harvest. And I will make a separate update video on all these plants, including my tomato plant that's actually torn apart. But yes. Okay, I'm sorry if it seems very sunny in my background, but that's just kind of how it is. Typically, I know people when they harvest from their pepper plants, they use scissors. But in my case, I lost the scissors that I had for like gardening. So I'm gonna just do it a traditional way, you know, which is you just use your hand to go right from where it starts to grow, and then you pluck it off, and then you have this. So that's all I'm gonna do. It's really been a while since I've uploaded because I just kind of really been busy, and school comes first, and you know, I know when I graduate the channel's gonna come, you know, kind of on the same level. But yeah, well, I'm just gonna go ahead and continue to harvest, as you see, because I'm really happy with the result. This was a plant that took a long time to actually give me peppers, like a very long time. So I'm gonna adjust myself. And another thing I would like to mention is when you're harvesting, make sure you harvest them a little early because they're gonna start to dry out on the ends. And that's something you don't want, mainly dealing with peppers. So I'm gonna go back to what I'm doing, you know. And this is such an awkward position because like I'm squatting around my plant. Such an awkward position. I'm harvesting the red ones. And you know, when they're red, that means they're hot. So if you don't want a red one, I mean, you can go ahead and harvest them when they're green as well. So I have a handful. I actually froze some of them because a branch actually fell down the other day due to rain. But yeah, these are how many cayennes. I don't really know. I haven't counted. I just harvested. So now we're gonna go to the jalapenos. Okay, so these are my jalapenos. This plant has gotten so big that it actually kind of pushed over my tomato cage. You know, and tomato cages are not the best. I've learned that. This is actually my first year gardening. So I've actually learned that, whoa, see, you see what I'm saying? Tomato cages are not the best when it comes to tomatoes. I feel like you just have to make them yourself out of like wires and things like that, which I can show a video on once I've actually figured out the perfect wire. But yeah, jalapenos, most of the time in stores when you get them, they turn to be, I don't know, let me pick one that's not ripened, completely. In stores, they look like this, right? But to be honest with you, the peppers you buy in stores, they pick them at an early age. And this is for people who don't know this. They pick their peppers at very, very young ages, so they don't even get to develop to the point where they actually have the taste, like the real taste that they're supposed to have. You know, because jalapenos actually turn red. So I'm gonna harvest this one and show you. This is what they actually look like if you leave them on the vine for a very long time. In the store you would get this, but they will really come to this. Now I can show you a quick process of, well, the stages that they go through. So I'm gonna pick one that's getting ready to turn red. Let me check. Okay, I'm gonna get this one because I like this one. So the first stage would be this, which is what we normally get in the store. They're never really that spicy at all. But once they've been left on the vine, they get to this stage. And this stage, they have the lines in them. That's how you know that they're ripening. After they have reached this stage, they come to this stage, which they turn red. And when you see red on any of your peppers beside capsicum peppers, which is bell peppers, it means they're hot. Yeah, I had to learn this the fast way because I thought something was wrong with my peppers in the beginning. I didn't know what was going on, but now, like, I have some experience. I can say, like, I actually have learned a lot. And I've also learned to harvest when it's time to harvest. Don't harvest when you just want all your fruits and veggies to be at the same time. Sometimes it's not going to happen that way because plants are plants. Plants are going to grow and be ready when they feel like being ready. So if they feel like being ready early, you got to take them out early, or they'll rot and they'll turn black, or they'll dry up. They'll just do everything that you wouldn't want because, I mean, you have taken all that time just to wait on some peppers to grow. And then because you wanted to harvest at a later time, it's either that they will not be able to mature to the stage that they want to, or you won't get as many peppers as you would want to harvest, because the first harvest is small. It's much more small than a second harvest and a third harvest. Because I had earlier videos where I've harvested some, and that was a very small harvest. That was a very small harvest compared to now, where I'm getting all these peppers all over the place. And now the plants are tilting over. The stands can't even support them. But I'm sorry I'm rambling. I'm just going to continue back to harvest because I'm actually excited to see what I got in the end in this third harvest. All right, let me go ahead and take the red ones out first, because the red ones are ready. They're not going to change any other color. They're going to be red, and that's it. And it has been a bit hot, so if you see your leaves wilting like this, please don't worry. They will come back up and spring up as long as they got water or they have the nutrients that they need, you know. Ever since I've been gardening, I've learned to use cow manure or chicken manure, mix that in the soil just so it can give it some more support, and it's worked. So yeah, let me go ahead and continue. And they come in all sizes. Sometimes they come big, sometimes they come small. It just all depends. It just all depends. And after I'm done doing this, I know it's gonna keep growing. It's probably gonna get even taller and out of control, like my bell peppers. But yeah, I'm gonna continue to harvest. And I feel like when you harvest, you're also going to help the plant get a little bit more support, because the more fruits it grows, the more weight that the plant has to deal with. So yeah, I'm going to harvest the ones that are changing, because I really don't want these to change red on the vine. If you leave them out on a table or a counter, they will entirely turn red. This one is really at that process already. Like, there's nothing really much you can do but wait. If you already taken them off the vine. But yeah. And to store them, I would say you should freeze them. Definitely freeze them. You freeze them, you take them out when you want them, you know, instead of watching them over ripen, and then they're probably going to be way too hot for your taste, or you're just not going to like the way it looks. So yeah. Harvesting. I'm having fun with this because I haven't had a big harvest in a long time, and I have a huge garden update because I have expanded my garden, and that is something I wanted to show you guys. But the reason I didn't show myself doing it is because this is my first year, and I just wanted to see how it would go first before I just show everyone on YouTube, you know. But I mean, this is the Grow Plants Grow channel. I mean, you're growing with me, but yeah, I wanted to test it out for myself first before anything. So this is what all the peppers look like after I've harvested them. I mean, it's just so many. It's a lot. You know, you can make chili sauce, chili oil, shito. For all my Africans out there, shout out, you know. You can do a lot of different things with peppers, you know. But like, let me tell you the funny thing about this. This plant, I actually thought was going to be a bell pepper. Like, I know I said that earlier in the video, but I really thought it was going to be a bell pepper, because the leaves are so identical to the bell peppers, and I just didn't know what was going to happen. And you know, for a first-time gardener, you can't really tell the difference of what the plants are actually going to be unless you have had some experience with plants before, because when they first start growing, you're going to notice the shape of them, and once you notice the shape, then you're going to kind of have an idea of what they actually are. But I got these plants premature at Lowe's, and they just mislabeled them. But now the best thing to do when you want to regrow these plants again in the next year is to actually just save the seeds from the ones you harvest. And I will have a video on that as well. But thank you so much for watching my video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Please remember to go to my main channel, Monty's World Food, where I actually show you recipes. And a lot of my recipes, I use the ingredients that come straight from my garden as well. So yeah, please be expecting videos from that channel. I will put the link in the description below. And be ready for the update video on the rest of the garden. Thank you so much. Enjoy your harvest. Be blessed. Goodbye.